Your captain there have just gone, we don't stop. Is that where you put this victory down so, Ken?
I think at the end of the day that's about what we can put it down to. Not one of our finest performances, but we did fight to the end, and we were just good enough to pinch it in the end.
You made a bit of a habit of doing this down the years. What do you think the main reason for your late showings in games is?
We're a fit side, and I think we've got good work ethic among the players to keep going, to never give up, never give in. And I mean, that's the message we send out to the players, and they've done that today. They work super hard, and we're outplayed in midfield at times today, but we still got on the ball and made things happen for ourselves and got the rewards in the end.
Young Kieran Brown, pretty important for you in the first half with some big saves, kept the game within reach as it got on.
Yeah, very much so, and I think he did the same last week against Zebras. He made 2 or 3 big saves at good times, and today he's done the same. Brilliant.
You said it wasn't your best performance. What weren't you happy with?
The resilience, the way we worked hard to to keep in the game. We went to 1-0 down. We could have, dropped our concentration and discipline, but we didn't. We kept going, and we got rewards in the end. And I mean, it's a massive 3 points. We were 7th position, but, now we'll be a little bit better off. So a massive win for us.
What do you put the difference in team performance from last Sunday to this Sunday down to? It's a bit more of a battle today for you.
Yeah, I think Olympia game. They also worked very hard across the field. They defended very well. Holmes and Lucas at the back were strong, were difficult opponents to get round. The midfield were very competitive, and Eduardo and Marky Ortman were good on the ball. They created good movement. And the young lad up front does well for them. His movement off the ball is terrific. So we had a lot to contend with. So really, I'm saying against a good opponent, we did well.
When you got back to 1-1, did you believe you were going to go on and win that game?
Well, we pushed. I mean, we went 4-4-2 then. We'd pushed Nick up alongside Renato, so we were hoping that we might get an opportunity again, and we did, and that was enough.
And now right back in the mixed mid-table. It's a big difference 5 minutes can make to your season.
Without a doubt, yeah. It was a big 5 minutes last year, I believe, as well, so it's the same again this time. Massive for us.
Did you think the chance had gone when Nick held it up for so long?
I did. I thought he should have maybe had a crack and backed himself, but enough's enough. Yeah, done well.
Cheers, Ken.
Thank you.
So immediate reaction to that one, Alex? That one that's got a hurt, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's disappointing. Heaps of games we've been in this year and could have either stolen or should have won, and we haven't had the grit and experience to get over the line.
What do you think went wrong in those final 5 minutes or so? Because you seem to be completely in control really right up until that point.
Yeah, I think we didn't have, as I said, experience to shut the game down. We have a few guys with some older heads, but I mean, people still trying to push, and they're not quite aware that their job changes when the results differ. So I mean, that 20 minutes to go in the game and you're 1-0 up, you've got to be happy shutting the game down, and we didn't do that well enough.
So do you think you're probably brought undone by a couple of those players with going forwards, going for that second goal? Was there mentality you wanted that second goal to kill the game?
Well, I mean, it's one of those things, you work on it all week. How do we score goals? How do we push forward? How do we undo what's been one of our weaknesses all year, which is not scoring goals? And then it's very hard to then try and switch that off when you work so hard to do it. So in patches we did it with fullbacks holding and trying to get people to just hold in. But then 1 or 2 scenarios, little situations, and get you under.
Aside from those last 5 minutes, how did you see your game?
Look, it was scrappy. It was windy. It was quite dry out there, so it was gripping and spinning and pretty slow. But I mean, second half it opened up. We felt like we got on top a little bit more and probably deserved the goal. But yeah, you've got to do it for 90 minutes, and unfortunately, when you come up against good teams, which I mean, this year you've got basically everyone has stolen a result at some point, so you can't afford to switch up.
What was the mood like in the camp coming into this one? Was a big importance placed on it for the 3 points?
A little bit, but it was more so just correcting the little things that have been holding us back previously. We seem to do that in patches, but again, we didn't switch off in other patches, so it wasn't that it was I mean, it was a huge game. There always it's very hard to get points here, and when you do, you're happy. So of course it's highlighted a little bit, but every game you need to get 3 points. If you don't, it's not good enough.
Can you take positives from the first 80 minutes or so? Is it going to be too hard to detach what happened at the end?
Of course, it's disappointing that last 15 to 10 minutes. But look, we dominated a quality outfit for a period of the game. You've got to take that out, which we probably more so than we have done in previous matches. Unfortunately, it's very hard to get over the lack of 3 points.
You're a number of points behind the leaders now. Do you take heart, I guess, from the fact that there have been so many upsets and teams taking points off each other?
Yeah, I think it's interesting this year. If you had have said this is what the table would have been like at the start of the year, not many people would have believed you. So, but in saying that, as I said, everyone's stolen a result when people weren't expecting them to get it. So, for us, it's just consistency. If we get consistent and don't drop points to the teams that should be below you, you've got to earn that, but still, the teams you see yourself as being better than, you need to take those points. If we get consistency, we do that. That's what gets you up in the top 4. Then you steal points off the teams around you, and it gets you back up toward the pointy end. So from here on, if we win the games we think we should win, steal some points, we'll be up and pretty close to the top. It's earlier on in the year. Haven't done a round yet, so I think the middle round's always the one that kind of irons things out as far as the end result. So go 6-7 weeks from now, see how it looks.
Great. Cheers, Holmes.
Cool, thank you.
Cheers, mate.